Okay, let's try this again.
Okay, I'm on my feet now. Saying now.
Oh god, James, there are Endermen just here.
Sounds good.
Why isn't the set time working?
Don't do it now. Whatever you do, do not do it now.
But nothing works. I haven't got magnet mode or creative mode.
That's weird. That happened to me as well.
What that is.
I don't know why. So.
Great. That is amazing.
It's very specific, isn't it?
Very. We set time today.
Yeah, you can do that now. I'm underground. So.
I don't understand why. You know when you change things.
Yeah.
Okay, the day doesn't work because it just adds time.
It's time set 0. Hey guys, it's Sancarn again here, bringing you another video, and I'm facing a dirt column. Who's this? Oh my god! It's KieranJam2, the owner of our Tekkit server. So if you haven't realised, this is another Tekkit server tour, and that was a dodgy placement of a block. Yes, and this is KieranJam2, the owner of the server. So thank you, KieranJam2, for being so awesome. Okay, and this is the area now. It's changed quite a bit. If you remember, before there was actually terrain here, now there isn't terrain here, there's just roads and grass and flat stuff. And yeah, and we're gonna do this little server tour for you guys. Yeah! Woo! Okay, so we start off with this building here. Now, this building here from the last tour, you might have remembered, it's the wheat farm, and it has now turned into the wheat breeding farm. So it's sort of still farm related, but you know, now we breed stuff instead of just plant it and grow stuff, and we got lots of different seeds and types in these different chests and stuff. And yeah, that's how this stuff goes. And we have a cropinator in here, or cropnalizer. Such a dodgy word. Anyway, so, and currently we're not actually using it much, so we're just getting loads of weeds and stuff. But this is one of Kieran's projects that he started out of his many projects, which we will see more of in the near future. Now, let's head upstairs, and now we're going to have a look at these. Yes, you might realize this is a low voltage solar array and 2 solar panels. And this replaced our old water strainer system here, because when we were making some high voltage solar arrays, we put them in conjunction with these water strainers, and then all the wire blew up, and we were like, oh well. So then we just like said screw them, and then we made these, and these have been running most of the machines in the main area, although the main area has changed a fair bit since last time. And why can't I? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so now we are going onto the railway inn, or the railway pub, as it is there. And there are quite a few changes. We have like signs on the walls saying like, you know, have a party, book with us in advance, we'll bake a cake for you. And unleash your dark side and try the Black Label rum. So yeah, these here are alcohol producer thingies. And we have like chests around here with potions and fish and meat in. And then if we go through here, around the back, we have in here a potion brewing room with ingredients and stuff in the chests, of course. And then in here we have the rum making room and energy condenser, which was going to make sugarcane initially, but now it's making energy collector Mark IIIs. No idea why. Maybe just because they're high in EMC and stuff, but there you go. Railway Run Black Label. See, pretty cool. Anyway, moving on downstairs, we have some more energy collectors, and these energy collectors are producing food. And wow, there was a mushroom just lying on the floor. I wonder if Kieran's laying a trail of mushrooms for me or something. Okay, so we have all the meat, bread, mushrooms, and fish. So all the food, basically, which is pretty cool. And we're thinking, with the new release of Computercraft 1.4, we might actually have a turtle bartender, which will basically go around, collect all the stuff for us, and we can like pay the bartender a certain amount of money, and then the bartender will give us our drinks or whatever, and you know, just a little bit of fun. So now we're going to proceed up these stairs. Oh wow, stairs are amazing. Okay, so up here we have the old, well, not the old railway system, a new and improved railway system. So basically, you just get in the cart, you look in this computer over here, and it says, "Please enter your password." Now we're going to go to Chris's house, and I don't actually remember what that is, and they're not actually passwords; they're just programs. So Kieran's just typing in CJT for me, and then we will be off to Chris's place. So the computer powers the rail, and then it switches the track back there, and it sends us on our way over to Chris's place. And now we're at Chris's place. So that was very enjoyable, wasn't it? And now I'll just send the minecart back for Kieran if he wants to take it. But it sprung back for some weird reason. Interesting. Maybe Chris broke something. Oh no, it's just a weird thing. Weird. Anyway, right. So yeah, this is Chris's place. It's changed quite a bit. He's got this massive text outside his front door here, which says Hellbringer. Is it Hellbringers Inc? Oh no. Oh no. Oh thank God. Nearly fell into lava there, guys. Okay. Yeah, Hellbringers Incorporation. And Kieran just tried to say something. Wow, that's kind of weird. It doesn't actually say anything there. Awesome. Anyway, yeah, so he's got like every single material that you can imagine in this room just being produced. Like dark matter, uranium, emeralds, and these are the red power emeralds, not the new emeralds in the 1.3 version of Minecraft, because Tekkit still isn't open for 1.3. Those who know Tekkit will know that. Oh wow, he still has a Kleinstar Iron. That's fairly embarrassing. Okay, and yeah, and then he has Blaze Rod's production over there. And oh yeah, that's the only real last thing that's happened around here, I believe. And this is this automated coal coke and creosote oil production area, which is pretty cool. Moving on to the next thing, we are going to go out of the front of the house, which is this way. And out here, oh, it's night time. Oh look, I'm on fire, but it's okay, because I have my Vulcanite amulet, which saves me. So, you might have realised in the little pan that we have a wall now surrounding the outside of the perimeter here. And it spans around the outside, la-di-da-di-da, and then we get to the gatehouse, which is pretty cool. In the gatehouse we have a little drawbridge here, which is activated by pistons, and a Computercraft computer back here. You just type in gate and then the thing opens, you type in gate again and it closes. So Kieran's just going to do that for me now. So gate, pistons push the things up, and gate again, pulls them down, and then the lava flows back in. So pretty cool, pretty simple setup as well. It's just a it sets the red wire to be a specific thing, and then a specific state, and then it detects that state, and then reverses it, basically. So currently the state is off, so it will reverse that state when the program is run, and leave it left to be on. So it's basically just a T flip-flop. Pretty simple stuff. And over here we have the cannons. Now these are pretty cool. We can, if we reach in there and activate that lever, and activate this lever, and activate this lever, and activate this lever down here. Here we go. So TNT and minecarts will go into this automatic crafting table here, and then they'll get pulled out of the automatic crafting table and into these cart dispensers here. From there they'll get activated by this redstone wire here, and then get sent off on their way and onto a launcher track and be launched off into the distance, where they will explode. Currently they're just exploding in a lake, but of course these are variable things, so we can increase the distance and decrease the distance however we wish. We might also get rid of that lake because it's a bit in the way currently, but we will see about that. So as you can see, the TNT carts are feeding in to these dispensers, and for some reason they like to stack more than one TNT cart into one slot, which is a bit of a bug, but there you go. That's the way life works when you are a TNT cart. That's right. Okay, so I think we could probably test this around about now. Yeah, why not? Okay, so if we get over here, fire in the hole, and the TNT carts get set off and blow up in the lake down there. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, I think so. So let's just deactivate all these levers. So on to the next thing. This is one of Kieran's major projects. It's basically a massive block of flats, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Basically, we have this computer here that tells us the flats which are vacant and whether they're occupied. Now, I think Kieran is going to occupy one for us. And now you can see that it says flat 1 is occupied, flat 2 is vacant, flat 3 is blah blah blah. And now if Kieran goes upstairs and then converts another one, then you'll be able to see that that also keeps flat 1 occupied, flat 2, flat 3, and basically it works for all of them. And then it also tells you when they're vacant when you leave. So you want to do that, Kieran? Yeah, so now flat 3 is vacant, flat 2 is vacant, and flat 1 is now also vacant. There's also a an override which overrides every single computer in this area, I believe, and that's a specific password which Kieran can type in now. And yeah, now we just go straight into the regular terminal thing, basically. And then if he broadcasts a message called the password as well, so I'll look away for that. So all you guys will be left thinking, oh, what's the password? I don't know. What's the password? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. And now, as you can see, this one is now back to normal as well. And if we go and have a look through the window, you'll see that every other door is back to its normal setting. Um, Kieran, is there a way of activating them all again? Okay, so that will be a something for him to possibly add in. Oh yes, I've nearly forgot. This whole thing was actually made by this little turtle here. Um, he doesn't look like much, but he makes massive structures, and you can see here he knows how to make a cube, a house, which is the thing that we're standing on, even though it's a block of flats, a square, and he knows a program called test. Can't remember what that's programmed for, but Kieran wrote all those programs. Okay, so the next part of this tour is going to be about some of the changes that we've done to the actual main volcano section of the area. You might recognize that some things have changed in this room. Not a lot has changed, but when we're doing a big project, a creeper ran into a house and blew pretty much this whole room up, or this whole section where I'm standing in over here was just completely blown to pieces. We were kind of annoyed about it, but it ended up as a good thing. And do you know why? Because down here we have a new room, and this room is the project room, and literally it has most of the raw materials that we'll ever need. This was mainly for making high voltage solar arrays, so it has all the resources here that we need for that. There's a coal dust chest over here, and you see there's a pneumatic tube there. I'll get to that in a second. And over here we also have a chest filled with rubber with another pneumatic tube, if you see that in the corner. We have an auto crafting table, furnaces, refined iron chest, and a red matter stuff chest. And that's basically just filled of random stuff, really. But where are these pneumatic tubes coming from? You might be asking yourself, or you might not be, but hey. And they're coming from over here. Now over here we just basically have a very simple setup. We have the extractor here, which is making rubber, and we have these filters, which will just pull stacks at a time out of this and then straight into the rubber chest. This one over here is turning coal into coal dust, and that equally goes to the coal chest back there. And we have an EMC generator here making coal, and this was after putting a red matter furnace in to create sticky resin. So that won't be running out in a long time. Yet we also use Chris's place for a lot of the resources, but we haven't used rubber and buildcraft and industrial craft and that sort of stuff in a while, actually. But we'll probably be seeing more of that in the future. This is also our enchanting room, which has been used by me to try and get a silk touch pickaxe. But we really need an XP farm to be able to get better stuff with this place. And yes, just a reminder, it's still in 1.2.5, so we need the 2 high bookcase and not just the 1 high bookcase. Right, on to the next thing. Downstairs we go. Okay, so the next part of this tour is going to be about some of the changes that we've done to the actual main volcano section of the area. You might recognize that some things have changed in this room. Not a lot has changed, but when we're doing a big project, a creeper ran into a house and blew pretty much this whole room up, or this whole section where I'm standing in over here was just completely blown to pieces. We were kind of annoyed about it, but it ended up as a good thing. And do you know why? Because down here we have a new room, and this room is the project room, and literally it has most of the raw materials that we'll ever need. This was mainly for making high voltage solar arrays, so it has all the resources here that we need for that. There's a coal dust chest over here, and you see there's a pneumatic tube there. I'll get to that in a second. And over here we also have a chest filled with rubber with another pneumatic tube, if you see that in the corner. We have an auto crafting table, furnaces, refined iron chest, and a red matter stuff chest, and that's basically just filled of random stuff, really. But where are these pneumatic tubes coming from? You might be asking yourself, or you might not be, but hey. And they're coming from over here. Now over here we just basically have a very simple setup. We have the extractor here, which is making rubber, and we have these filters, which will just pull stacks at a time out of this and then straight into the rubber chest. This one over here is turning coal into coal dust, and that equally goes to the coal chest back there. And we have an EMC generator here making coal, and this was after putting a red matter furnace in to create sticky resin. So that won't be running out in a long time. Yet we also use Chris's place for a lot of the resources, but we haven't used rubber and buildcraft and industrial craft and that sort of stuff in a while, actually. But we'll probably be seeing more of that in the future. This is also our enchanting room, which has been used by me to try and get a Silk Touch pickaxe. But we really need an XP farm to be able to get better stuff with this place. And yes, just a reminder, it's still in 1.2.5, so we need the 2 high bookcase and not just the 1 high bookcase. Right, on to the next thing. Downstairs we go. Wow, did I just fall into the void or what? Oh no, no, this just glitched out. Okay. Okay, well, wow. Okay. Well, that's a bit weird. I just need to hack through this wall a bit. Okay, now... Okay, so now we're over here in the computer room, and you'll just a brief little update. You'll see I've began to program the main screen here. Now it's also going to have some logistics down here, I think, but it might also just go into a separate screen with logistics on it. Just telling us like the flats and the houses up on the land, like what houses are available, also what farms are running, if we add any farms, also if the EMC generator back there is full, or whether that's been stopped, you know, those sorts of things. Also how the sorting system's doing, that's another thing that this will eventually show after all the programming, all that tedious programming is done. But yeah, I'm getting there gradually. This is basically the introduction screen. I'm thinking that I might also want like a version or whatever, just some other cool stuff down here, because currently it just looks a bit empty, to say the least. Right, on to the next room, which is the main interest. And this is our EMC generator using a blaze rod and blaze rod macerator setup. Now, along here we have high voltage solar arrays going into MFSUs, and the whole way this was planned to work is that we could set this on its lowest possible setting, which is the speed at which a filter activates and then is ready to activate again, which is 0.4 seconds. So if we go down to 0.4 seconds and activate this, this will be on its fastest setting. And we can get, I think it's 1 red matter every 15 seconds. And that's about a red matter furnace every 2 minutes, or something like that. And for those who don't know, the red matter furnace is the most expensive thing, EMC-wise, in the whole game. So that's pretty good to get one of those every 2 minutes. Now we're also getting some blaze powder coming through here, but we decided that that really didn't matter in the end. And the only problem with this is it generates a goddamn ton of lag. And also these MFSUs keep on glitching out, and they don't provide enough energy for some reason to these macerators, even though they're rotated the right way around and everything. They just don't want to work. So yeah, there's a couple of problems. We haven't actually figured out why that happens yet, and it's really confusing. Yeah, as Kieran says, every now and then we just need to take out the MFSU and pardon me, replace it again just to make it start working again. But the main thing is that it does run on a 0.4 second delay, and it's quite stable, although the server lags to hell when that happens. Pardon me. So generally we keep it on the 0.6 setting, if anything, because then it doesn't produce a huge amount of lag. It produces a bearable amount of lag, I guess you could say. But yes, I think that's it for this server tour. You've seen the quad-core nuclear reactor and the starting of the sorting room. Nothing has actually changed from the starting of the sorting room yet, unfortunately, but well, apart from some colours have been put in and some of the layout has been prepared. Actually, I might as well just briefly show that off. So this is the sorting room for now. I've got the power supplies sorted. I need to put the items into these sorting machines to get them sorted into the right slots. I've got the extra items pipes all coloured, and all the sorting pipes coloured. But that's pretty much all that's been done currently. Eventually I will have the requestal room up above, and also all the other things like the rerouting off to the side over here. So, for example, rerouting excess cobblestone into furnaces to turn into stone, and then again from there into stone wafers. So yeah, that's all that I have to tell you guys for this little video here. There's these weird glitchy artifacts, but hey, yes. So, this is Sancarn, and I will see you again in the next video, guys. Till then.